everyone, welcome to Movie World. I'm Robert Waldman. Today, beautiful paradise in Pitt Meadows, British Columbia. As always, want to wish everybody good health, happiness, and a safe summer. The most important thing as we move into fall and the Christmas holiday season. Today, I've got a movie from the past. Actually, I'm going to do two movies in one, a double feature. Never done it before on camera, but now I am. We're going back to the swinging, sexy 1960s. Remember, those years were the time of the Beatles and the time of the James Bond movies. Everything was coming up 007 of the 1960s, including 2 movies out of a series of 4 made and based on a group of books, 16 in all, by American writer, I believe, Donald Hamilton. I'm talking about the Mad Helm series. The first Mad Helm movie came out in 1966, as did the second one. They were trying to compete with the Bond films, but obviously they couldn't be serious, because how can you make a serious film like a James Bond movie? You can't, so they decided to make a spoof. The first movie was called The Silencers, and the second was called Murderer's Row. Now, The Silencers starred very famous international singing sensation Dean Martin, part of the Rat Pack. And he is great as this philandering, womanizing kind of guy. He was a photographer, but he also helped the Secret Service, an organization called ICE. He's sent into action because a madman has an idea to bomb the United States, an atomic bomb no less. The madman is called Su, and he is played by Victor Bueno, to Su, which means to rule in Chinese. The movie naturally has lots of good-looking women. The film starts off with a very sexy striptease with 3 or 4 actresses, including Sid Charisse, who would later appear in the movie. This movie is all tongue-in-cheek fun. The actresses of note in this movie include Israeli beauty Dalia Lavi, who would return in 1967's spy spoof Casino Royale. That had like 5 James Bonds, 5 directors, including Orson Welles and Woody Allen. And also, the movie features Stella Stevens. This is the film that shows you how crazy this was. Matt Helm, played by Dean Martin, has a beautiful round bed that tilts up and goes into a swimming pool. That's how outrageous this movie was. The film was made in New Mexico and in California. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give The Silencers, it's hokey fun, it's a little bit entertaining. I guess if you want to see crazy spy spoofs, I'm going to give this movie, the first in a double feature I'm doing today, I'm going to give it a pretty earnest 7. The next movie I want to talk about is the second Mad Helm movie called Murderer's Row. It also came out in 1966, a little bit after The Silencers, and once again, it's a spoof. This time, they're going global. The action takes place in, amongst other places, the Isle of Wight and Monte Carlo, beautiful as south of France, the French Riviera. Mad Helm, again played by Dean Martin, he's up to his neck in trouble with girls and bad guys. This time, the bad guy is a cad named Julian Wall, played by Carl Malden, who would a few years later go on to worldwide success along with Michael Douglas in The Streets of San Francisco, that great TV detective story film series, TV-wise, set in San Francisco. Murderer's Row. In this movie, we have the Slay Girls, a bunch of naturally voluptuous women that are part of Mad Helm's harem. He's pretending to be dead. He resurfaces because a madman, Mr. Wall, is trying to, detonate a helium laser beam. Where else? On the United States and the world. Tongue-in-cheek fun again. The ladies in this piece include Camilla Sparv and Anne Margaret, and this movie introduces Dino, Desi, and Billy. They were a rock group of sorts with Dean Martin's son Dino. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Murderer's Row a 7. But one important business note to note about these movies. These movies were made by Columbia Pictures, and the producer of these films was a fellow named Irving Allen. None of you, or many of you, won't know who he is, but you will know his partner. You see, Irving Allen was a partner with Albert R. Broccoli in a film company called Warwick Films in London. Now, Albert Broccoli had always wanted to do the James Bond films, so he went to his good partner, his friend, Irving Allen, who met Ian Fleming, and the meeting didn't go well. So Irving Allen wasn't interested in James Bond. Albert Broccoli met up with Canadian producer in London, Harry Zaltzman. They formed Eon Productions, and the rest is history. They made the Bond films. They made zillions of dollars, making people all over the world happy, and Irving Allen, Broccoli's former friend, former producing partner, naturally saw the huge success of the Bond films. He wanted a piece of the action. He went to Columbia. Columbia was first offered the opportunity by Albert Broccoli to make the Bond films with Harry Saltzman. They declined. United Artists agreed, and the rest is history. On a scale of 1 to 10, Murderers Row gets a 7. 2 other movies in the Mad Helm series were made, namely The Ambushers, and the last one actually escapes me. Oh, The Wrecking Crew. I think that had Sharon Tate, Roman Polanski's girlfriend that was terribly killed by Charles Manson. Thank you for watching a double feature today. Robert Waldman for Movie World. Hope to see you soon.